Hello, welcome to my channel. I create weekly Leadership 101 videos to document my leadership journey and to share tips with newly promoted first-time managers to shorten their learning curve and to expedite their learning. This week's topic is close to my heart. It's about building team's culture. And it's a topic that I'm obsessed with and I work on it, not just on a weekly basis, but I also reinforce this on a daily basis. In my team, I emphasize that everyone is entitled to their own opinions and everyone is free to voice his or own opinions in a safe environment. I make it a safe environment and everyone respect the boundaries, that anything that's discussed within the group stays within the group. It is a flat hierarchy. Everyone is the boss. Although I'm the team lead, I make sure that I express my views. Most of the time, I express my views last because I want to avoid groupthink. I honor diversity, and it's something that is appreciated within the team because within the team, most of us are master's degree holder and most of us are good at what we do. We come from different backgrounds and this is what we bring forward to the team. Of course, there are times in which we have differences in views and opinions, but eventually we talk it through, and when we make a decision, we go with that decision until we face a new set of data which point us to a new direction. So why I want to do this is really I want to reinforce the idea that everyone must have an ownership to this project and everyone is a leader. I would like to have this kind of culture whereby even though I'm no longer in office, the team will continue to take care of each other, look after each other, ensure that our values of quality work continue even though any one of us in the team is no longer around. So that's why in interviews, I make it a point to have lengthy discussion with the person that I'm interviewing. Not just about the technical competency that he can do the job, but also to find out more about the person's values. And because that's very important to me, it's not just about what he is good in, but what he believes in. And this kind of beliefs and values he will bring forward to the team. So during circuit breaker, to be honest, I was a bit unsettled. I feel a bit unsettled, not because we are doing a lot of online virtual meetings, but because our normal routine as a team is very much disrupted. So we no longer go to a war zone where we exchange ideas, talk it through, argue through, and then where we had a lot of discussion. We no longer have a physical place where we can discuss issues. We don't have artifacts where people place their own things that are important to them in their workstations. We don't come together close and discuss work, have meetings along the corridors. All these are something that we used to do, but it is no longer something that we can afford to do now. So I was a bit worried that we are unable to carry on this kind of team, the habits that we have all this while. Until 2 days ago, I went back to office alone because we are supposed to have telecommuting as a default way of working now. And I realized, I look at the whiteboard, I look at the office that is empty. Then I realized that all these are actually physical artifacts. And what that we used to do is already in progress in the virtual format. So what I would like to say is that team culture is not just about the physical surroundings, but it has now become a team DNA, an organizational DNA, and it's something that we do on a subconscious level, something that we don't have to be reminded of. And this is something that I find extremely gratifying. And in this aspect, I would happily say that I have actually achieved my aim as a leader, not just to produce a good quality piece of work or to deliver a project, but to build a team that watches out for each other even though we are facing difficult times.